You can learn a lot when you look at the swings of the best players in the world. In today's video, we're going to look at a long iron swing from Bryson Dechambeau and look in particular what he does with the right side of his body. So Nate, in the lessons that you give, I know this is something you do really, really well. A couple of the key things we'll see with Bryson are how there's tilt to the right when you come into impact, and what do we mean by that? How you maintain that posture there, and then the right wrist and the right arm action as you're coming into the swing. You see the right wrist hinged, and you see that right thumb is pointed down towards the ground. Right? This is something we look at in all of our lessons. Now let's look at this video and talk about it, how you see DeChambeau incorporating those things into his swing. This is a long iron swing from Bryson. He's about 280 yards from the green, going for the green on a par 5 with the second shot. So if we look at some of the key things to really highlight here, notice how much left side tilt there is as part of the rotation, right?
Yeah, big time. A lot of side tilt to the left as he rotates all the way back. Huge turn.
And side tilt to the right. Okay, so let's point out a couple things here that I really like to highlight. Notice his spinal structure is not bent, it's tilted, right? So you're using the hips and the pelvis motion and how the hip rotation works. He's not bending his back. His trunk is tilted, but he's not bending his back, right?
Yep.
Now look really close here at the right wrist and at the thumbs, right? And you do this really well in your swing, Nate. What do you like to have your students feel and see when you come through this impact sequence?
Okay, so it'll feel like your thumbs are rolling down behind you and all the way through. Like, it's a complete commitment to that feeling of that club kind of lagging behind, thumbs down, all the way through impact, continuing through with all that speed of 100 miles an hour plus.
So look at that right wrist extension. It actually increases. This is such the opposite of a flipping motion, right? It increases the wrist extension through that impact, and look how those thumbs are pointed down, right? So embracing the right wrist extension, embracing the thumbs down. And you've mentioned something that you like for looking at in terms of how the path and face is maintained here. How does that help your path and face angle?
Yeah, so I mean, you can see this as you're practicing with your own club, okay, doing like slow motion swing through impact, and as you're delivering through with good rotation and those thumbs down, you'll see how the face stays square and the path just gets narrowed in to that, 1 degree in 1 or 2 degrees into out or out to in. It just maintains the face and path, allowing the club to just fall naturally back through our starting position as we come through with full speed.
So even though there's a strong rotation to the left with the body, obviously that club head doesn't whip around in a really tight, I mean, it's a wide release pattern, yeah? And that action there has enabled that to happen. He's not flipping it left by flexing the right wrist. It's actually the opposite of that, with extension of the thumbs down, even through that point of the swing before finally the right wrist doesn't straighten for Bryson until there in the swing.
Yep, exactly. If you want to play better golf, we have a 14-day free trial where you can oh my goodness. Okay. All right. If you want to play better golf, we have a great deal. It's 14 days free trial for swing analysis and feedback. So send us your swing, we'll review it, show you what you need to work on, and we'll point you in the right direction with the right coaching as to get there and play better golf.
14-day free trial. Click the link on the description below. Try it out today.